Instead of a new offensive on Ukrainian territory, Russian occupiers will most likely try to create pressure in some individual areas and may concentrate something more somewhere. They will also no longer be able to attack Ukraine from Belarus. Aviation expert Konstantin Krivolap said this on the air of Novostei Factory, answering a question about the Russians allegedly preparing a new offensive. He noted that the deployment of military forces first of all requires a certain amount of time. I don't see such resources and capabilities of the Russian military-industrial complex, nor the Ministry of Defense, nor organizational efforts or logistic capabilities so that they could do this, Krivolap said. In his opinion, the Russians will try to create pressure in some specific areas and may concentrate something more somewhere. It's possible, but to travel 1,000 kilometers and also to enter from the north, somehow it doesn't work out for them, he noted. In addition, when asked whether an attack on Ukraine from Belarus is realistic, Krivolap noted that if we are talking about an attack from the north, then if it's to the Chernihiv region, then there are still some options. But our systems are there, all the fortifications. Everything necessary has been built there, as far as I understand, in order to prevent this. And I don't think that Russian tanks will be able to go through the Polesy swamps. And what happened when they tried to go through the Chernihiv region? We all saw. We all know. We are no longer in 2022. I think that this is already impossible, he said. Earlier, Vladimir Fokin, commander of the 1st Assault Battalion of the 3rd Separate Assault Brigade of Ukraine, noted that Russia is tentatively preparing a new offensive against Ukraine for April. We definitely have information that the Russian Federation is actually preparing an offensive for April. There are units that are currently in the rear areas. In our direction, this is approximately 2 or 3 divisions. They have reserves. They have normally staffed with personnel and have been at the training grounds for more than a month and are preparing for their future actions, Fokin said. The youngest daughter of the Russian dictator, Katerina Tikhonova, is directly involved in the Russian military industry. Her foundation is enriched by a share in the Geoscan company, which builds drones for the war against Ukraine. This was reported by the publication Verstka, which received access to the company's financial statements. Tikhonova, through her National Intellectual Development Fund, bought 10% of Geoscan at the end of 2023. After this purchase, the company went up sharply, probably due to government purchases. Its revenue in 2024 increased almost 4 times to 4.7 billion rubles. Geoscan is Russia's largest manufacturer of civil aircraft drones and software for photogrammetric data processing. Since July 2023, Geoscan has been under Ukrainian sanctions due to the fact that the company's products are integrated into the production chain of military and/or dual-use goods and services. After purchasing the company, Tikhonova's fund stopped disclosing financial statements. However, journalists managed to obtain information about the NIR balance sheet. As of 2024, it increased to 4.4 million rubles. Geoscan positions itself as a manufacturer of civilian UAVs. However, in reality, the company is part of the Russian military industry. It is under Ukrainian sanctions with the following argument. The company's products are integrated into the chain of production of military and/or dual-use goods and services. In September 2024, Geoscan, together with the Prosveshchenie publishing house, developed a teaching aid on drones for students in grades 8 to 9. Ukraine imposed sanctions against Geoscan in early July 2023 due to the statement of Andrei Nazarov, Prime Minister of the Republic of Bashkortostan, that drones for the war in Ukraine will be created at the Geoscan Ufa facilities. Geoscan Ufa was part of the Geoscan group of companies until July 2022, but Semenov sold 40% of the company to Vena Mirzayanov, CEO of Ural Trading, who owned the remaining 60%. The Ural Trading Company belongs to the unknown Khalid Zaripov. The company is engaged in numerous activities from real estate appraisal to beer and meat trade. However, drone production is not listed in its profile.
Chinese military conducted long-range live-fire drills in the East China Sea on Wednesday, the second day of exercises aimed at intimidating Taiwan against seeking independence. According to Associated Press, a spokesperson of China's Eastern Theater Command said the exercises on Wednesday, codenamed Straight Thunder 2025A, were carried out in the middle and southern areas of the Taiwan Strait, focusing on testing troops' capabilities of area regulation and control, joint blockade and control, and precision strike on key targets. China views Taiwan a part of its territory to be brought under its control by force if necessary, while most Taiwanese favor their de facto independence and democratic status. Taiwan blasted China's blatant military provocations, saying they not only threaten peace in the Taiwan Strait but also undermine security in the entire region.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, 放！